The more New Mexicans get the vaccine, more women are speaking up about side effects they're getting after rolling up their sleeve. Brittany Hope found out some questions about female reproductive health are just now being asked.
Changes to menstrual cycles after women get the COVID-19 vaccine.
It is not an uncommon side effect from what I'm guessing, from what I'm hearing.
It's something Dr. Claire Elliott Herrick is seeing in her patients at Presbyterian Rust, and I've been hearing a lot of buzz about it in my own circle. So I went to social media and asked if any of my followers had issues with their periods, birth control, or hormones after that shot. Here's a look at the few of the responses, which I'm keeping anonymous. One woman described terrible cramps, PMS, and a heavier flow. Another said, I got my period the day after I got the second shot, 2 weeks early. A couple of women said they got their periods extremely early or much later than usual. I heard from a dad who said this, we thought my daughter was pregnant. She missed 2 months. And another chunk of women didn't notice any changes. None of those women felt comfortable going on camera to talk with me about their experiences, but we learned that when those vaccine trials were happening last year, way before the vaccine was approved for clinics like this, women in those trials weren't talking about changes in their cycles either. Why? Because they weren't being asked.
This was not one of the side effects that people were asked about when the vaccine trials were done. And it's not a common question in many, many different types of trials. We don't ask these questions of women very often.
So I reached out to the vaccine companies to learn why. Moderna, after multiple emails, never got back to me. Johnson & Johnson, in part, said this: menstrual changes were not tracked as an endpoint within clinical research trials for a Janssen COVID-19 vaccine. And Pfizer said in its phase 3 clinical trial, with more than 44,000 people, half of which were women, abnormal menstruation or reproductive changes have not been a reported adverse event. They did say, though, those symptoms would have to have been reported to Pfizer by the woman herself. Because these questions are now just starting to be asked, there's still a lot to learn.
There is just not good information to say how common it is, and just so difficult to know if it's actually caused by the vaccine or something else.
Even so, Dr. Herrick says if you do experience changes, it shouldn't affect you long term, and it won't